Hello, my beautiful. Welcome to episode number 50. How are you today? How was your week? It was a pretty busy week for me when some unplanned tasks need to be taken care of, requiring me to think clearly when making important decisions. It's all good, and I'm glad to be back with you all sharing a piece of good news, a word of knowledge, wisdom, and encouragement. With so many uncertainties all around us, I am here to embolden you not to get distracted, to stay the course, get back to your power hour, get your planner out, and prioritize your tasks. Decide what's important for you today and get them done with confidence, okay? Today, I am continuing the series about 4 pillars of our core needs or necessities: spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual, and how to structure a budget around mindful goals. In prior episode number 49, I shared the importance of setting up your spiritual goals, why it's important to take a good care of our inner person so we can be successful in everyday life, to have that inner peace and joyful heart, to have boldness when managing money. And in this episode, I am sharing some tips about setting mindful goals for second important core need, our physical demands. When working on a budget, there must be present a need, a goal that you want to reach. The whole idea of budgeting is planning with a specific goal in mind. In the prior episode, I talked about invisible, inner person spiritual needs. And in this episode, I will walk you through uncovering the physical side of our needs and how to structure the budget around them. Welcome to Simple Money Systems. This is your top podcast for moms with special needs kids who are eager to pay down their debt for a fearless, meaningful life that brings them joy. Hi, Deanna Gallas here. I am the host of this show for exceptional women just like you who are desperate for a debt-free life without going broke. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up your sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom zone with confidence. Friends, let me begin with a review that I received from such a beautiful soul, my fellow exceptional mom who listens to this podcast. Quote, "If you are a mom of children with special needs and disabilities, navigating a world of personal finance can often feel like an uphill battle. Deanna Gallas' Simple Money Systems podcast has been a game changer in my journey toward financial stability and empowerment. By providing practical budgeting strategies, debt management techniques, and a bold approach to personal finance, Deanna has created an invaluable resource for moms like me who are striving to provide the best possible care for our children. Each episode offers actionable advice, real-life examples, and powerful tools that can be easily adapted to fit the unique needs of our families. From managing medical expenses and therapy costs to saving for future care and support, simple money systems address the complex financial challenges that special needs moms face with sensitivity, compassion, and expertise. Diana's warm and engaging style creates a supportive environment where moms can learn, grow, and share their experiences without being judged. End of quote. Dear Anna Kate, thank you so much for these priceless words and such an in-depth review. I know many other moms will find a way to this podcast for exactly what you have described, and it's the main goal of this podcast message. I'm so thrilled that it reached its goal in such a beautiful way, producing amazing, positive life changes. And my friend, if you would like to leave your testimony or a review of how this podcast affected your daily life, I would be so much blessed. Just scroll down a few episodes right below this episode for a review section. I am looking forward to reading your review right here on the Simple Money Systems podcast. And if you prefer to write to me with any questions, please email me at diana@dianagalas.com or DM me to my Instagram with the link in the show notes right below this episode. All right, our physical core needs are equally important as our spiritual inner needs. Both needs require to be addressed with urgency and importance. If you want to be successful with money management, there has to be a goal or several good goals driving and motivating you to stay committed and on track. We have a responsibility to nurture, provide, protect, and develop our spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual core needs. Also, I want to note here that nobody can fulfill our spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual needs basket. Very often, married couples expect some of these needs to be met by their spouses. These are individual needs, and nobody knows you well enough to meet your needs. It's every individual's responsibility to mind their own person, right? It's just much easier to do when you have an understanding partner or a spouse who can share some of the experiences that you are going through together. So you can share your wins and that you have his or her shoulder to lean on when you're going through a difficult season in your life. So the main point here is to know your own needs well. And that's why I'm pressing on getting your core needs pillars straight. Know your needs, and then you will learn how to fulfill them, okay? Let's look at the physical core needs. These are fundamental requirements that must be met to ensure our well-being. Such needs as health, shelter, clothing, and self-care, including food, water, sleep, exercise, safety, and security. It is very important to pay attention to your physical demands. You might ask yourself, you need to have a good talk with yourself first. Really deep conversation about your health. What can you do to improve your health, to stay fit and healthy? Have you heard about your body budget? It's similar to a financial budget, where you create a plan and stay on track with healthy eating, exercising, good sleep routine. I actually have plans to run a 3-day body budget marathon exclusively for Simple Money Systems private Facebook group members to help your body detox and to gain more energy. And as a side effect, you're gonna shed a few extra pounds and save some money on healthy, nutritious, and simple food. If you want to be a part of this exciting event, go to the show notes right below this episode and click the link to join the group. I will provide daily meal menu options, and all ladies will post their meals daily for accountability, encouragement, and support. We will talk there about money management and the budget just a little, okay? Now, the next core physical need is shelter. What is your current housing situation? What are your plans for your future home? What are the best short-term housing solutions? What about long-term? Is it more beneficial to rent or to buy a home? 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom home? 1 or 2 bathrooms? How much home can you sacrifice short-term for a better long-term future? I mean, is it more affordable to live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home for a couple of years so that you can save more for a down payment towards a bigger home that you can buy maybe later? Evaluate your housing situation and think through these questions. Your budget is coming here very handy. In the Simple Money Coaching course, we will go over the cash flow and then we will create your budget to meet your housing needs and goals. I wanted to touch on clothing. We all need something to put on, right? This is one of my favorite topics. The main purpose of clothing is to provide protection and comfort, but it's also important for making first and last impressions with your outlook. What we wear can express our identity, social status, and cultural norms, influencing how others perceive us. Clothing does not require much, but to keep it clean and store it properly. On my laundry days, I like to go through my closet. What I do is first I set a timer for 15 minutes, put my earphones in, turn my favorite podcast on or some great beats, and go through my closet. I do it every time I bring in a laundry basket with washed clothes. I also recommend practicing a capsule wardrobe where you focus on quality over quantity, using versatile pieces that never go out of style and can be worn for different occasions. This approach promotes simplicity, reducing clutter, and making it easier to dress stylishly with fewer items. I think it can be fun to arrange your outfits the way you love. Now, the main physical need is money. Well, not quite. The money is just a tool helping in meeting our needs. Let's remember that. I just want to note that when you work on your budget, try to concentrate more on certain core needs to fulfill them rather than just to save money. You will save more and actually enjoy saving money when you have a specific goal backing it up. These are just a few physical needs requiring your attention and planning. It's important to do an inventory of physical needs and friends. When you go through your cash flow, you will clearly see what are your physical needs, wants, and wishes. It will help you to sort through things that you might need to drop for now, concentrating on something more important. All right? A simple budget is not just numbers. It's your life's story. Numbers do speak, and you can paint a picture with them too. If you need help with your cash flow, get in touch with me by scheduling a 15-minute discovery call by checking the show notes below this episode. Okay, today we talked about the second main core needs pillar, physical demands. We can't be whole without having our physical needs satisfied. And although our shelter can grow in value, it provides comfort and security. Our good health is precious and gives us priceless healthy looks and a more enjoyable life. Our cars can depreciate in value but provide comfort and convenience when moving around. And our clothes can wear out but serve as protective and decorative pieces and even create a piece of identity or something precious to you. When you work on your budget, have these and other core needs in mind. Stay tuned. In the next episode, I will be talking about emotional core needs and how to budget around it. If you have questions or maybe unsure about your core needs, write to me at diana@dianagavas.com. I would love to read your email and reply with the best answer. And friend, if you loved what you heard today, can I ask you a favor? Please share this episode with one person who you know and tell them one thing that caught your attention. I would love to read your 5-star written review just by scrolling down a few episodes in the review section of the iTunes podcast. And if you're a social bee today, take a snapshot of this episode, tag me, and post it in your stories so together we can share a debt-free life filled with love and excitement with many others. Friends, I am glad to share the good news with you. I want to remind you that you're exceptional, beautiful, and successful. My deep desire for you is to live life to the fullest and make the world around you a beautiful story of your own, where you're a smart steward of entrusted, precious capital that's time, your gifts and talents, your health, and your wealth. Take a walk in the nature today. Look in the sky and know that you're exceptional, above the crowd. You are chosen with endless possibilities to dream and to live a life debt-free with confidence. My friend, talk to you in a week. Thank you for tuning into a Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful. I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving the path of precious gems behind for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? I want you to know that your dedication and hard work, day in and day out, caring for your exceptional child's needs does matter. Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Talk to you soon at the Simple Money Systems.